Alright, let's keep looking for Chinako.
もうどうでもいい。何も考えたくないよ。このドネガティブ。間違いねえ。今度こそお縄をちょうだいです。
You may roll this time. Once again, we ran into Chinako, curled up in a corner of the labyrinth. Looking at her from the side, I can tell she's getting fed up with being chased around. All I can see is that she looks more spaced out than ever. Bind her knee, with this chant seal her feet. Please ignore the similarity to tales like the three charms with the whole use your magic, this magic to get away motive or kind of. Price of Filler. All you do is accelerate. All we can do is persevere. Besides, I know from my battles against Rin and Ren it's impossible to extract energy by via brute force. I'm so sick of this. Why do you have to drag things out? These days, stern lectures and night patrol teachers are, novel, pointless. It suits that old school, though. Thank God my delicate rebellious face was in the digital era, right? This is the quantum age, yo. What do you know, 23? You and your worn-out servant going out for walks by choice. I would be lying if I said I wasn't swelling with anger. Yet this Chinako is precisely a product of BB splitting up her personality. I can't go losing it over each and every one of her sarcastic comments. However, don't pay me any more mind. Chinako's got friends too, you know. Friends. Now she's gonna make a fool of herself for the third time. There's a door there. Cardinal is standing in the same spot. But some detail of the labyrinth has changed. A door that wasn't there before has appeared beside Cardinal. Also, its design is familiar. If this blatant thing is a trap, then she may just be throwing the towel. No hints of any changes in Cardinal, as expected. He's exactly as tranquil now as when we first encountered him on this layer. A peculiar attention always comes to this man, like from a Buddha statue or a totem pole. He is of the sun, but maybe in a solar eclipse way. Anyway, we can't just not investigate this door here. But the problem is Karna. What if I say I'm going through there? Is there no choice for us to fight? Chinako's behind this door? Are you testing me? I can't answer a question like that. Well, I shouldn't be saying that. It may be possible now that Chinako's not the person I thought she was. I don't intend to stop you if you wish to meet her face to face. Go see for yourself. However, there's something I must ask. Do you happen to have the key to this house? Without that key, the door won't open. If you try to break it down, I'll hold you back with all my might. Be good to search for the key. That's the fastest way. Alright. Let's look for the key then. Out there. Oh, I got lucky. This is a model house, I guess? It seems like it has some meaning behind it. This is terrible. Could they have cut any more corners? It's like a hunk of trash. The windows and doors seem to be mere decoration. The cast is speaking behind me. I search for the model house. I see. The doors and windows really are decorations. Instead, the roof opens. Could this be an item folder? Search it. I place my hands on the roof and try opening it like a treasure chest. Suddenly, a glittery shiny house. I apologize for calling you a hunk of trash. No matter the design, a home is filled with the husband's dreams. This is the natural punishment for my ridicule. But if the little old Tamamo had the choice, I would love a house with a pool, darling. Darling, hello, darling. Get the feeling the game's gonna get really fucked up here. I wish for a redo, to redo my life. Up until I was 15 years old, I felt that way as if it were natural, and I expected it to happen in the future as if it were natural. If only I could get that chance. I joined the Holy Grail War, half for fun, half for my wish, without knowing that it was a serious slaughterfest, a deathmatch where only one person can be left standing. No, I had known the Holy Grail War's rules from the rumors, but not taking things seriously is a bad habit of mine. Countless times so far, I had spent my days without whatever attitude, so this was the greatest punishment I could have ever deserved. It was Papa who named me Chinako. Mama was Japanese and he loved her just the way she was. Of course, he also loved Japanese culture. I liked her name to sound like a little Japanese girl. Okay, the game basically abandoned any pretense of comedy. Now the game is super serious. Apparently, or something like that, he picked this sound of Chinako. My family wasn't super rich, and I wasn't a 200 IQ genius or nor beautiful. But I was pretty happy. A fairly strict household, a fairly princess-like upbringing as an only daughter. One day, Papa and Mama passed away in an unfortunate accident. Since we were in the upper middle class, I received a handsome inheritance. Although one could also view it as enough money for a single girl to keep food on the table for the rest of her life, if she lives modestly. Shinako obtained inheritance. That's when the curtains opened on my new life as a winner. Obviously, I didn't move up to high school. There was no point after all. I guess my love for accumulating little things, little by little, meant I was an otaku at heart. I holed up in my house and immersed myself in the world of the internet. I had tons of friends over in Peace Journal. You can leave off your inheritance, Chinako? You can just chill and not have to work? So basically you're a winner? My internet friends were jealous and constantly fawned over me. Sometimes there would be people saying dumb stuff out of envy, but it wasn't all that bad of a daily life. As long as this lifestyle keeps up, everything will be good, I thought. I celebrated the continuing of this lifestyle. This lifestyle. Would have guessed that this lifestyle would go on for 15 years. If she was 50... Up until I was 50 years. Hello. You're getting Chinako's backstory, and it's just... If you want, I can read it, but basically, I wish for a redo, to redo my life. Up until I was 15 years old, I thought that way as if it were natural, and I expected it to happen in the future as if it were natural. If only I could get that chance. I joined the Holy Grail War, half for fun, half for my wish, without knowing that it was a serious slaughterfest, a death match where only one person could be left standing. No, I had known the Holy Grail Wars for the rumors, but not taking things seriously is a bad habit of mine. Countless times so far I spent my days with whatever attitude, so this was the greatest punishment I could have ever deserved. Just get e-girl. Oh, come on! It was Papa who named me Chinako. Mama was Japanese and he loved her just the way she was. Of course, he also loved Japanese culture. I like her name to sound like a little Japanese girl. Apparently over something like that, he picked the sound of Chinako. My family wasn't super rich, and I wasn't a 200 IQ genius nor beautiful, but I was pretty happy. A fairly strict household, a fairly princess-like upbringing as an only daughter. One day, Papa and Mama passed away in an unfortunate accident. Since we were in the upper middle class, I received a handsome inheritance. Although one could also view it as enough money for a single girl to keep food on the table for the rest of her life, if she lives modestly. Chinako obtained inheritance. That's when the curtains opened on my new life as a winner. Obviously, I didn't move up to high school. There was no point after all. I guess my love for accumulating little things, little by little, meant that I was an otaku at heart. She holed up in her house, so you can see, blah blah blah. Really, I guess this lifestyle would go on for 15 years. Papa gave me the name of Chinako. He was ordinary and a bit chubby, sometimes so mediocre they ticked me off. But I loved him. Rather than love Mama, I admired her. Mama was so kind and pretty that she was way out of Papa's league. My family wasn't super rich and I wasn't a 200 IQ genius nor beautiful, but I was still pretty happy. I had no wish for anything special, but to make up for it, I had a realistic, down-to-earth happiness. And yet, one day, Papa and Mama just disappeared. While out shopping, a dump truck that should have stopped at the light ran through. They just disappeared without a trace. My world was plunged into darkness, and then my mind was in darkness. Even after the funeral ended. In such a state I received my inheritance. I didn't go on to high school. Since nobody told me to go, I dragged myself into seclusion. I mean, I had money for life. No one could bother me. Who could blame me if I used entertainment as an escape? Jesus Christ, the game just got fucking dark. It's shocking how dark the game got. The previous chapter was passionate, right? There was green and red. Holy shit! My internet buddies were nice to me. As long as you don't step on any toes, these friendships last forever. For a year, 5 years, even 10 years. I guess she was 15 when this happened. And then another 15 years happened. Maybe, I guess Chinako is 30? I told my friends. First one and then another started saying I'm moving on. Because they needed money. Because they were getting married. Because their life was a mess. Nah, come on, you know needs are the real winners. I would bluff by signing off with my usual line. On the internet, Chinako was a revered game chat. But on returning to the real world, all that sat there was an indecipherable human being. Financially, I had nothing to worry about. Living expenses would be no obstacle until my dying day. I could live like this my entire life. My entire life. My entire life. My entire life. Like this. There I go again. I go full snail mode when this happens. My head misty. I end up sleeping with sheets piled all over me to escape it all. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I mean, I'm popular on the internet and I don't need to go outside. And I could get my hands on most anything. Oh, but unaware and before I had even realized it, I had answered with my usual phrase, whatever. And it was like I had left something important behind. That's right. That's right around when I heard rumors of the Holy Grail War. The claims were that the winner would be granted any wish. I was confident when it came to games, and to be honest, I also believed that the Holy Grail War was a live or die thing. On Piche, Asia's game champ said, "This, the losers will die stuff is just clickbait." Despite that post, I took it to be the real deal. I mean, people die so easily. A life isn't anything special. What made the Holy Grail War special wasn't the death aspect, it was the part about granting any wish. That's why I joined. I joined half out of curiosity, and just a little bit out of desperation. I wished for a redo. To redo my life. Up until I was 15 years old, I felt that way as if it were natural, and I expected it to happen in the future as if it were natural. To attend high school, normally. To go out into society, normally. To grow old, normally. Looking back at it now, that wish was nonsense. Trivial. Frankly, I was just scared. I wouldn't be happy with any boring old life, really. However, I had given up on my life, and now that I was reflecting on my life, I just wanted to run away. But no one told me anything about this. I had completely forgotten about how much of a coward I am. I really did think that dying here was possible, but I was cocky of what I would make it to the end. No, this is hell, we're a talented mass. Nothing special, I won't be able to survive even a single battle, and I was such a winner on the internet. I'm just going to lose here, badly. I probably can't even do 1 damage. That's why I have to run away. If I could just hide in some place where there is nobody, everything should eventually work itself out again. I don't even have a single friend here. I've always been alone. That's the life I ended up choosing for myself. So I have to run away, or else. All I have left is this persona, and if that also falls apart, I really will be full of nothing. I'll hurry to a dark room like I always do. Once I lock the door and cover myself with a futon, I'll be fine. I'll quick swap into the regular Chinako. So please don't unlock the door. Don't take my best brave face and crack it wide open. Don't look at who I really am and laugh. No one will never come. No one. No one. There's no hope of anyone ever coming to my room. Did you just pop out of that sweet mini home? Would this be a curse? I wonder if that was a part of Jinako's mind just now. My sights fall again in the model house. Stored inside the open roof was a small key. Jesus, that was dark. CCC was all ha ha ha, capitalist bitch, and then boom. Just wow. That was a fucking 180. I need some more music, stuff, and cakewalk. This time I cover a part of the Beach Boys of Then He Kissed Me and Then He Kissed Her. Oh, okay. Was it fun to make? Not now. We'll kill each other later. Alright. Use that key and the door will open. This will be a rough way to sell things, but sometimes drastic measures are needed, I suppose. After coming out of that birth canal-esque corridor, we see Chinako up ahead. That's Chinako, I think. Probably just looking at it. When it comes to being depressed, she just keeps getting upgrades. She's an artisan at it at this point. If she were in an extreme contest of who could use a foot on best out of dejection, she could definitely aim for the top.
またこんな奥まで来て、リソースがいくらあっても足りないじゃないですか。保護者っすか？ストーカーっすか？君はジナコの何なんですか？
A friend.
友達？友達？違うっす。君にとってジナコは行き止まりなの？これ以上なく袋小路でデッドかつエンドなターミネーターなんです。いいっすよ。100歩譲って友達だったとして。でも友達ってなんすか？あなたを見守ってる人が必ずいるとかありがたいお言葉くれるっすよね。親切人見守ってどうするんすか？それって余裕ある人の娯楽っすよ。自分は自分しか見守れないっす。ジナコさんはとっくに家族もいないっす。作る気もないっす。だってそんなのマジオカルトだし。知ってる？本当の友達って自分より不幸な人のことを言うんだってば。そうなりたいんすか？だったらずっと一緒にこの迷宮にいてほしいっす。それで対等っす。でもそれってできない相談。外目指してるんでしたっけ？無理だから。私もそう考えてた時期がありました。ああ、そういう不幸ポジションではシンジ君さんとか結構友達が溢れてるっすよね。でも決して 超キラキラ級サーバントのカルナさんとかは友達に含みません。おかしいって最初から絶対。
Chinako. Chinako gets wound up, stomping her foot against the floor. She's been backed into a corner, physically and mentally. She's distancing herself from just about everything. I mean, wanted to drive Cardinal so far away she can hardly see him, to be alone. Because that's the easiest way she can go on living without worry.
もう何度も言わせんな。構わないでくれっす。ちなこさんにだって友達はいるっす。この世のどこかにも。私はまだ本気出してないだけっす。もう来世から頑張るから。
I recognize this throbbing in my left arm. However, is making Jinako aware of her SG's true nature really the best thing to do? Won't this inflict Jinako with an irreversible wound? And will that then be what saves Jinako?
私、本気でわかりません。ここにご主人様という御人がいて、まだダダをこねてるなんて。なんで気づかないんでしょうね、あの子。たかがムーンセルを脱出するくらいのために、本気で他人に干渉しないっつーの。
Caster's right. Right now within me, my heart is neither trying to sustain Jinako nor trying to save her. It's just, I can't leave her like this. That's all. I won't say something like, I can't abandon you or don't give up. If I'm not her friend, fine. As her neighbor, I have this to tell her. You're not alone, Jinako.
それがさ、それが上から目線だってのがわかんないかな。わかんないんだよね。だって強いから。
You're still not alone, Jinako.
はいはい、一人じゃないっす。みんな仲良くね。やめてよ。マジでさ。私ここにいたいんだから。どうせ遺体なんだから。変態なんだもの。何も感じないんだから。だから。 SG の摘出を確認したわ。名称は一人ぼっちというところかしらね。
Her SG's loneliness, huh? The shield partition in the floor breaks, and the corporeal concentration of the temporary Jinako's body dilutes.
ああ、これって本体が BB に怒られるのかな。それも変な話だ。
Jinako faintly murmurs as if speaking about somebody else. Hearing BB's name startles me to attention, but right now there's nothing indicating that she's going to appear. Not that I can do anything about it, whether I knew beforehand or not.
ひとまずはグッジョブ。また一歩外に近づいたっす。外に出ても、友達がいても、行き着くところは同じっすよ。次こそ、それを思い知らせてやるっす。逆襲っす。 戻りましょう、ご主人様。私、体力的にキツキツです。
This is the bed Jinako was using. With no one on it and compared to its surroundings, it gives an impression of desolation. It's as if it were a representation of Jinako's mind. Hinako's second SG. I wonder if I can make lots of friends. So what if I could make lots of friends? Having too many would be annoying, having too few would be kind of empty. But alone is always alone. Wake up alone, sleep alone, cry alone, laugh alone. Easy, easy, easy mode. Can't say it's easy for everyone. In games and in life, multiplayer is such an easy path. But friendship between equals, does a luxury like that really exist?
エンジェル系ショタサーバントとかマジペロペロけど私なんかじゃ82キロ余裕の2桁っすよ。11月3日年齢はだいたい25だからね。お疲れ様ですマスター。
I mean, just think about something. I'll just be talking to myself, so if you hear anything, please ignore it. Well, honestly, it's about her. I understand Jinako's misfortune a little too much. What disgusts me about Bibi is how she chooses vulnerabilities that we all face at some point. Although everyone is different, we have universal weak points. Vanity and loneliness. Feeling helpless. When all that gets complicated, normal people especially have a hard time breaking out. That said, you know the weakness an unchosen person has, Master. If there's anyone that can cheer up Jinako, I think it's only you. Here's hoping we won't have a repeat of whatever that story shit was earlier. The game suddenly got really fucking depressing. It's actually— oh, Gawain! Hello! Future time, Leo has summoned you. Gawain went out of his way to come by. CCC tried to use a signal to call me, but instead waited here in the hallway. Leo sent for me. Does this mean he has some personal business with me? A charming explanation. I do believe it's true. Leo seeks to deepen his friendship with you. But unfortunately, he invited you today in the president's capacity. I was told he bids you to come to the student council room. As a mystery of the perilous library, he's enjoyed his rightful after meal dose quite enough. So basically, he wants me to dash off there immediately and not spare a single millisecond. I got it. I want you to tell him that or something similar. That makes things easier. I shall take my leave ahead of you. Excuse me. Alright. Let's go to the student council room. Ms. Tosaka and Ren's investigative work has identified important information related to Shinako, specifically details about her in the Holy Grail War, not of her background on Earth, but in the near side of the moon cell. Gato. Leo brings up the matter in a low tone, contrary to his usual cheerful ring. Gato takes over, hand on his chin, noting, yes. He's acting completely normally, and it's a real letdown. Hear this! Daily advancing through the Holy Grail War, my god, we came upon one chance where we won effortlessly. A win by default. This opponent that fell like wham right off the shelf was none other than Shinako. She chose defeat without putting up a fight. Yeah, it would have been nice if you remember that from the beginning. It would have saved me the pain of this process of elimination, salvaging highly conceived battle data one by one until the very last set. Ugh. The referee is worried that if you ask a judge if they wanted to know the loser's name, they reply that there is no need. There's no need to override shame with shame. In any case, Shinako and I were by nature incompatible comrades. Leo and Rin supplied me with further information. In the opening of the near side's Holy Grail War, Shinako discovered the protected or locked janitor's closet. This school's janitor's closet may have a different vibe, but it's the very same shelter Shinako took before. Shinako didn't lose in a battle between masters. She hid inside the janitor's closet without ever taking the battlefield. However, if she were to have taken even one step outside of that custodial room, the monster would have deemed her as being defeated and delete her. Hence why Shinako was unable to leave and shut herself in the janitor's closet the entire time. Still, when the Holy Grail War closes, once the victor is proclaimed, the school building will end up being collected as a garbage object. Naturally, the janitor's closet Shinako's hiding will also be deleted. In other words, Shinako didn't die fighting the Holy Grail War, but her fate is to be deleted once the Holy Grail War ends. Panic struck Shinako once the memory of that returned, and she ran away from us. We recovered the cube from Pashalip and regained our memories. Although it did leave everyone considerably confused, it resulted in Jinako Karige driving herself further into a corner. BB seized that opportunity. What are we supposed to blame here? Returning to the near side only means death. Having recalled that memory, Jinako probably didn't have the willpower to defy BB. At the time when she recovered that memory, Jinako must have certainly known that I, Monshigato, was her original opponent. Why does she distance herself from her solvable problem even if it's postponed? Her actions are baffling. Her optimism is as brittle as sculpted candy, and her escapism is as useful as burying her head in sand. Oh, is that so? I'm sure it appears that way to you, Treasure Rennie, but that's not being very human, is it? If we declare that being swept along by instinctive urges is an idealist what human nature is, then stray cats are quite human. Fuck! Nothing wrong with stray cats. They're the ultimate life forms in a sense. Such gods exist too. The attitude around this conflicting change continues. Suddenly, Jinako's pained expression from when her SG loneliness was released pops into my mind. If only I had gotten to know her back at the Holy Grail War. There's no point in thinking about what ifs now, but I wonder if having friends by her side would have changed something. Sakura has reported that the 12th floor has been activated. Once ready, continue exploration SG retrieval. Jinako Karigi is the Labyrinth's sentinel. Nevertheless, she is one of her allies who also decided to escape. I won't tell you to be peaceful anymore. I don't see it unseemly to injure one another. That said, Future, I believe that you'll be the one to break this absurd spiral of us having to hurt our allies to continue forward. Alright. Oh, Rin wants to talk to me. Hey, there's something that's been bothering me. You have a second? It's about Kiara Session. Out of curiosity, I had a running look into her. Personally, she's also a master who sustains a servant. That and we have nothing to be concerned about. It's true that the Western financial conglomerates went after her. The conglomerates went after her. So Kiara is an enemy of those conglomerates. Is she a Frinson Lands hacker like Rin is? No, she doesn't oppose anyone. Though the only idea we have comes from what we dug up here. Will you please, Rani? Yes, started for the conclusion. She's a cyber criminal wanted by Interpol. At one point, she was the leader of a religious cyber cult. It no longer exists, though. And, well, all the men and women in it idolized her so much that they all committed suicide. Oh, so she's shady as fuck, basically. People were smitten with her. People with a fit for being abused by her. People hooked on conversing with her. People would detested her to death. People were crazy over her body, a lot of different folks. The end results were all the same, suicide. Even outside the internet, most of the people who associated with her committed suicide. Genderbread Jim Jones. I don't know who Jim Jones is. Included among them were even cyber investigators and spies from the conglomerates that had chased her around. What's astonishing is that apparently one spy died in order to save her from a heresy who were out to kill her. According to these documents, that person was apparently her lover. According to Julius, that person was a misanthrope and didn't seem particularly interested in women. Personally, I can't comprehend Kiara Session's cognitive structure. She's too much of an enigma. She saved many people, but each one of them trampled on her goodwill. She was betrayed by others over and over again, yet she didn't abandon her goal of bringing salvation. Or rather, it makes me think she's fine with being betrayed. Or maybe she isn't, I don't know. You could say she has an indomitable spirit, but in her case it goes much too far. I may not be one to say this, but it's as if she's a machine devoid of emotions. A machine devoid of emotions. Are we going to stay night territory with this? I think so too. It's like she's obsessed with being a hero of justice. Oh no! They fucking name dropped it! Oh no! I think so too. It's like she's obsessed with being a hero of justice or something. She's even being called the last saint. One thing's for sure, she's the biggest victim. But it's also true that she's the cause of mass suicide and conflict. Thus, with backing from the conglomerates, she was added to the world's most wanted list. Though some came to her legal defense, and the conglomerates have backing from the Holy Church, the outlaw hasn't been able to put out a saint in years. A woman emerges, is treated as a saint in the East, and disregards their group. Yes, they couldn't let that one slip by. You're being biased, Miss Tosaka. Kiara Session was considered clearly a modern-day saint, even by the Church. The problem is that the person who started insisting that was a church insisted that was a church cardinal, and a candidate for the next papacy, or papacy. Oh god, this game came out in 2013 when Francisco became the Pope. Oh my god, that's fucking timing! The Holy Church didn't try to apprehend Kiara because she was some thorn in their side. They recognized her as the highest class of threat to the preservation of her faith. What? They're being way more vicious than they need to be. What about Kiara's virtue? I think it should be called magical powers at this point. She was even able to free an elderly man on the brink of death and obsessed with prolonging his life from that suffering. What I found astonishing was, after that elderly man experienced her teachings, he became an impeccable person. It was only for a brief time, just 2 months that he was in contact with Kiara session, but his nature truly became that of a saint. That resulted in the church going after her. She was betrayed by her faith and many people and was denounced as a murderer. Okay, we're taking the wrong route by bringing Earth affairs into the Moon Cell. She's still a cyber criminal, Miss Tosaka. Well, yeah, but while I partially agree, I think Kiara's different. That girl there is an airhead. She has no clue how much she drives everyone around her is insane. The nickname she got stuck with, the devilish Bodhisattva, really sums her up. Why is that, 23? We know she's being misrepresented, but we deem that it's best to err on the side of caution. Please refrain from making unnecessary contact with her from now on. Use are way more difficult for the folks who... That's fine. Unnecessary contact. It's sad, but organizations out for profit totally here for that reason. Ah, so that's it. Miss Tosaka likes her because it's a clash of the average character versus the non-average character. Granny, aren't you casually making me out to be a money-grubbing kind of girl? I'm thinking your own peppermint doesn't have a normal mindset. To resolve on Lucy before one's fight. Then running will hurry from that to Ted, isn't it? Reply we should. The darkness within Chinako's. Yes, once we get a break for this room, I would like to have a nice long chat with you. Scone and Black Team. Do you think it would be funny if we spoke about things like what type of people we're into or past experiences? I understand. Even with you. No. Let's talk to Sakura. Let's see if she has something to say. I spoke to just about every master in the first round of the Holy Grail War, but he never got to speak with Chinako. She was confined in janitor's closet the entire time. That door transforms into the arena's entrance after the preliminary ceremony. My guess is that she found the back entrance to the now doorless janitor's closet by coincidence. Well, that explains... Chinako career can be left as she is now. It's all for me to support in Chinako? You say what's more reckless and macho in the Holy Grail War? Well, of course, in the war, all masters are enemies. They must be defeated, and that's that. But this is not the Holy Grail War. Everyone here is an ally. We need to take good care of the bonds we may form here. Man, Gato is fucking based. I wonder what the fuck Shinji up to. Hi, Shinji. Okay, didn't I tell you not to talk to me? Can't you not remember the squad time? Ha, you can't you? You remember everything about yourself. It's plastered all over your face. Man, same old, huh? You're such a whip that it pisses me off. So take a hike in the labyrinth or something. So, Gato face off, I guess you're not gonna take the face. Damn, now I went to remember it again. I was finally starting to calm down too. Damn it. Well, you know, he deserved to get humiliated by that. Fuck you too. Fuck you too, Shinji. Asshole. Fucking stupid asshole. Let's start to Kiara. I find Kiara and Anderson in the hallway. I recall what Rin told me about Kiara's background. I was a little hesitant, but I tried asking her about whether that word is true or not. If all the adherents connected to Kiara killed themselves, I don't think that this willowy woman would be in the middle of such a maelstrom of death. Yes, everything those girls spoke of is true. What I thought or what my goals were was irrelevant to the people. The only thing left in my hands was the outcome. The lives of many people were consumed by my own avarice. However, pardon me, now suddenly I'm wondering if I committed a crime. Kiara looks puzzled, as if miserable from the bottom of her heart. Her expression makes me think of a terrifically beautiful and fleeting heaven lotus. It's amazing how fucking dark the game just got. It was just, funny, funny, then boom! Jinako's backstory, now here, boom! All of a sudden, like, holy shit! They loved me by their own will, became despaired by their actions, and at the end of their love, ended their lives. There was no bloodlust in them to be found, they simply drowned in me. They were committed to their desires and wasted their lives out of that lust. I love all people equally, and I want to be loved. That's what I crave. I can't help it, I'm selfish. That's why I can never belong to one person. They went insane, as if despairing from that truth, as if craving and lusting insatiably for me. As a result, they ended their lives. How can anyone rebuke such a devoted love? I wanted to save them. They wanted me to save them. In the end, they died, and that's all there is to it. Saying that, she smiles, sorrowfully, with such beauty that anyone who saw it would be touched. Goosebumps showed all across my body. This here is a good woman, completely benevolent, and that's why I find it difficult to consider her a human in terms of her mentality. As a religious leader, Kiara treated many people impartially and lavished them with love. That resulted in those adherents becoming swollen with desire. I beg you, I want you to love only me, more and more. I want endless love from you. But that wasn't allowed. As a consequence of treating everyone equally, Kiara's session possessed no love towards individuals. And then, their practically million desire was how they literally were destroyed. Because they went and recognized Kiara as a saint, they became aware of their essentially salvationless reality and despair. What terrible irony. They probably could have returned to their lives if they distanced themselves from Kiara. But perhaps because they had known this almost bodhisattva love, they couldn't leave the palm of her hand. I apologize. I understand your argument, but I don't intend on stopping. And even a person like me has conditions that can't be conceded. My life cannot end just yet. For now, please don't be concerned with my affairs. Please focus on defeating BB and returning to the Holy Grail War. And after, if a time comes when we face each other as masters in the Holy Grail War, then please charge me with my sin. If Kiara's session's life deserves to have been lived or not. Yes, if it's you, I hope you'll tell me. I hope you'll tell me the answer as to whether my Aitan school doctrines were correct or incorrect. Or Aitan, excuse me. Without replying to Kiara's smile, I leave her presence. I dealt with many masters up to this point, and she is a master too, throwing herself into battle for the sake of a wish she can't give up. This is heaven's battlefield, a garden of selfishness where wishes are put on the line. I'm certain that Kiara isn't special. Here, everyone fights for themselves. I'm surprised. The game is starting incredibly dark all of a sudden. Okay, maybe not. We shot all the clowns in the fucking face, dark, but still. Jacob's mental warp is what happens with Dr. Anderson? No, nothing new about Anderson. Well, I'm surprised how life. What? Huh? What is this? A skull and crossbones abruptly appears above my head. This is ominous. It doesn't get more ominous than this. Is it like a time limit? So that there is a countdown. To your end, 23, your death sentence. Chinako's voice echoed through the labyrinth. It should be just be a regular transmission, but it sounds ominous, like she's satisfied with herself. You hear me? Once that number hits 0, you're a goner. No resets allowed. Got it? I warned you. Anything happens, it's your own dang fault. The center of the labyrinth. Oh, let's go. Is this a time attack floor? No, even if that's timely, why are there so many ditches? If it's by a second, they will have plenty of time. If I go about this poorly, I have months. Wait, wouldn't this take years? Countdown. Is this a curse? Shinako's challenging me, isn't she? If you dig a pitfall, you better dig 2. I'm going to dig twice as far as deep and swap it right for yours. Well, that aside, please go about your business as usual, Dawn. To be honest, it was... Right now, Chinako's state of mind is what has me concerned. Like back with Rina and Rani. Just remember I'm the only one here, damn. Like back with Rina and Rani, her mind isn't working to removing foreign invaders, it's working to reject them. Chinako said we'll end up in the same place. I don't know why she's trying to tell me that, but I can't leave this lying, lonely girl alone. Let's look for Chinako. Let's go open the door to the outside. Let's go find her hope. Okay, so we have a teleporter maze. That's a Chinako original, the loop warp. Go ahead and waste your counsel elements of the labyrinth that no one asked for. Masticator. Fucking name. What? hopeless.
尻尾を巻くといたしましょう。尻尾が双剣です。まあ、窃盗でも OK。36分で逃げるにしか。
There we go. What's that, Chinako? After egressing from the labyrinth cemetery, we saw a room. In that room is Jinako, all alone. Castor surveys the space, but Launcher is nowhere to be found. We unexpectedly arrived at our destination, yet again very quickly, or not. The path continues further past here. And you reached the goal. Good job. I'll tell you something as a reward. The SG for this labyrinth is Curse of Death. Without hesitation, she says something outrageous. I barely had time to be startled before she continued. And I'll let you in on something else too. If you want that SG, someone's gotta die. Someone has to die? Shinako herself was feigning indifference. Still, after firing her verbal bullets through my heart, she loosed a bundle of grenades on me with that too. What's with that smug face? Coercive type curses like that go right out the window once you steamroll the hex. Oh yes. A menacing caster draws closer to the totally defenseless Jinako. This is bad. I get why she's angry, but this is the one shortcut to the end I don't want to take. If we defeat Jinako without obtaining her SG, the entire Stoning Council will be trapped at the far side of the moon cell, and escape will be impossible.
Stop.
This is certainly a condition we can't simply ignore. You said someone must die, but then what happens to Future's countdown? Do you impose the burden of this curse of death upon all challengers of the labyrinth? Huh? Well, duh. But if you were to get that SG, we'd all presumably finish clearing the labyrinth, so the countdown should stop, right? Heck if I know. Anywho, it's simple, yo. No need to sweat the small stuff on this floor. It's the only neat tiptree I got for ya. What? That's not very funny. Like, how will gonna accept a requirement like that? That's right, we can't possibly ignore this. This is applauded by BB, taking advantage of the characteristic of Chinako's SG. It just hit me! One can lose a battle yet win the war, and I've got the most genius idea! What the fuck is he gonna do, bro? A roar erupted in us as if to shout a deathly silence. It wasn't a labyrinth signal, it was a live voice reaching my ears, but from where? Old man. It's too noisy, we're going to suspend. Actually, relay our signal. It appears that Monshigato is visually observing you from the vicinity of the labyrinth's entrance. Huh? How is he doing that? That's incredible. Incredible, but scary. Yeah, good work, Treasure Ranny. I thank you. That ornament on your forehead isn't just for show. Off to report the future time now. Unlikely to dial down his volume, Gato's transmission reaches me. After all the trouble he's been in after warning him, he's going to try to tackle the labyrinth alone? Again? And without a servant. Sorry to bother you when you're busy, future time. Do you hear me? Too loud? Oh, sorry. Actually, I have a super secret strategy this time. I want to momently instruct you on it so very badly. Basically, you know. I don't really mind this countdown stuff, but those enemies wandering over there are truly a tad scary. Therefore, it's time for you to answer my summons, like the ever-descending gods and Buddha do for me. I would like for you to return to the labyrinth's entrance post haste. Come back, future! I never had such a blatantly caustic, confidential conversation. I involuntarily made eyes with Jinako. Jinako was scowling, fed up with it, but soon simply shrugged with disinterest. A little dubious, isn't this? Forget it, let's ignore him. I'd rather not have someone slowing us down. Everyone in the student council is likewise speechless, probably unsure what to make of this. I'd say it's not like I myself have a solution, unfortunately. Let's start by heading back to the labyrinth entrance and meeting up with Gato. A genius plan? What is it really, Gato? If it's a stupid plan you took 3 seconds to make up, we'll turn you to shrimp chili. Whoa, I saw family stubborn hot dogger and microwave everything granny for you. Yes, your concerns are understandable. Holy shit, Gato has some fucking balls. But believe in me now, and trust this to me with the same sentiment as the one who rides the Titanic. It's 3 minutes until the iceberg. No! Oh my god, Gato, no! What did you happen? Oh, I gotta this is a fucking... mind fucked by the lines of this game. Don't, like I just told you, can't get SG unless someone dies. No sort of brute force is gonna fly. Want to kill me and find out? If you're fine with the 23s, then it's not big to me. There's no way I can answer her. Wrong way, how's this? Ever consider giving up? I guess I can't go past until. Hi Gato! Now Gato shows up. Looks like he evacuated temporarily. Was he always this wise? No, have this much sense? Good to see you again. I just dropped in myself. Oh, I'm serious. I wasn't waiting. Not at all. But hey, Time. I know I'm the one that called you here, but don't you feel tired? In the manner of Jisoo, I shall wait here. Stopping by the old school to prepare isn't a bad choice. Once I make my move, my cataclysmic grand strategy will go off instantly. Explosion! No doubts, I'm going in, that kind of thing. If you need to mentally prepare before that, do some shopping with consult President Leo. Then you should go get it all out of the way. Although he's oblivious, Gato is always capable of thinking about others. Yeah, let's go back. Maybe I could talk to Leo. I'm hoping Gato's fine there. Nah, there's nothing interesting. I guess I'll save just to be sure. Yeah, I'm ready. Ready when you are, Gato. Good, then let our charge commence. I hereby place my humble life in your hands. What? Gato communicates something in Labyrinth, like what a mother cat does. His stride may just pick us up and pull us along by the neck. Hold on a moment, you bored monk. What man is this rushing straight in? Out with that genius plan you promised. That's right, just what is this idea you embedded me here? Yes, about that, forgive me, I have no such thing. That was my means, as in justify my answer. What? Huh? So a lie. What the hell is this old man spouting? Does this look like the time to be telling jokes? Is he just full of hot air? His statement went so far that even Shinji was in the student council room chimed in. Looks like he was speaking in on us from somewhere. I'll duly accept your honor. However, I, Monshigato, must use any means necessary to meet Jinako. To do that, I mustn't be occupied with such trivial labyrinth traps and enemies. Future time. And whose fault is that? Is a question I had no time for, as Gato pushes forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not much. I'm already in the dungeon. Where is Gato? I guess. Oh, he just teleported. We drag ourselves back to where Shinako is. She's been stuck around for us. Shinako looks up at Gato with a blank stare. Gato does his thing and plunks himself down to the ground cross-legged in front of her. Zenzai! At last, I was able to meet you in person. Your expression really truly does look awful. So naggy, man. You planning to lecture me? Or you just want to prove your worth by showing how helpful you are? Looking for a place to settle in the student council, old man? The earth has no such place where it belongs. Not anywhere. I certainly did run around the world, but the answer I sought was nowhere to be found. Diving into this moon was my last hope, and when I finally met with the truth, she said, "Yeah, there is no answer," and she left. No, she's planning to come back right away. My wife, my god, is a merciful one. After our single defeat, she unmistakably forgave me by speaking the words, "Gato, get to work." I think she said that. Well, enough about me. For the time being, let's talk about us humans. I wanted to hear your voice. Gross, you sideburns creep. Chinako isn't a Christian or a Buddhist. And I'm even less interested in offering your sketchy god anything. Not even a single tin of cat food. Dumbo. Precisely now that your creed is desperate, consider praying to my resplendent god. When one door is shut, another window opens. If you sincerely object to even that, then try to complain about something. I never fail to clean my ears every morning. Well, she's without Persona 5, but we miss your hair. This was actually 3 years before that. I've been telling you, man. There's no such things as gods. If any sort of a god exists, then it's death, and that's it. The only thing I can believe is heavy, and it's cold enough to make your fingers stick. The touch of death. Holy shit. Darling. Caster whispers low and glances sideways at me, telling me to check the 5 minutes in my left arm, but I reply by shaking my head. Have you yet to sense any indications of her SG? Yeah, there was never any sort of god. That's because God abandoned me. After all, it doesn't matter. No matter where you go in this world, it all belongs to the chosen geniuses. Like you, 23. Don't tell me otherwise. Old man, you're a dummy, but you're a genius when it comes to affirming this world, right? But no genius can break this wall. Death is absolute. It treats everyone the same. There are no genius or mediocre beings in death's eyes. There isn't anyone who doesn't fear death, which means there is nothing to blame me for. As a human being, not moving a single step is to be expected. I have to admit, it is true. Jinako Karigiri, try talking to me about the origin or cause of your rage. I'll absolve you of your sins all in one go. I don't get what you mean. A worthless monk saving a totally worthless person doesn't make one pixel of sense. Isn't this enough? I want to speak another word. You gave me plenty enough company, right? It's pointless to chase after me. Only death lies ahead. No killing. Just simple death. 23. Gato, you won't be spared. But not the student council bunch, or the AIs, or the NPCs. No one gets spared anyway. No one. Our destiny here is to turn into spiritual foam and disappear. Jinako! Gah! Poofing away again? Holy Jinako! Whoa! Wait! Oh, you see that guy? He just ran off with his own. Once again, Jinako slipped away further into the labyrinth. We're seeing side of Gato now that he's chasing after her. Or probably something. What's in that head of his, I wonder? I would kind of like to go back to my room and have some tea and cakes right now. Darling, you don't look like you want to wait a while to see what happens. I understand. Yeah. Shown on display are BBSs and aggregator sites. Carefully left about are manga, games, junk food, and stuff. This is the only place here that looks like Jinako's room back in the old school. I guess to Jinako, this is her comfy space. You missed out, Mario, on the on Jinako's backstory. The game got really fucking dark all of a sudden. This actually predates Persona 5 by 3 years, like I mentioned, 3 years and a half. Jinako had parents and they died in an accident. And she had a lot of money. She just like she turned into a NEET. She just kind of stagnated. It's a pretty sad backstory reveal, to say the least. Oh, this is a boss, right? Oh, that shouldn't be. Capriccio. This game looks even better than the original extra, to be honest.
強制よ下せ炎天よ走れ強制よ下せシャツを取ってから嬉しいございますカチカチですようざそろそろ死んでくださいませいっぺカチカチですよ
Alright.
お見事私も耳が高うございます
Alright, level 28.
レベルアップですよご主人様 殺したし36機逃げるにしかず英断ですエネミーめ今日だけは見逃せ小生は進まねばならんのだもう弱いくせになぜ殺し36件逃げるにしかず英断ですあった
I think it's it. There we go. Let me go explore it a little bit further. I know where to go now. I think I saw where I have to go. But I want to go back for a second because I want to. I was expecting something a bit more substantial. I'm surprised Catherine didn't bitch about it. She now doesn't bitch anymore about the. She no longer bitches about the getting return crystals. Whenever you got a return crystal, she always bitch about. Now she doesn't. And it's funny because in the first game, return crystals were actually very useful, at least as her. They could keep you out of pretty tight spots. Here, the return crystals are more like, if you want to traverse an entire floor, you can just use that. But that seems to be it. There we go. I like how that's a bait. That is such an awful thing. What the fuck? You are evil. No, I have to go here. I'm stupid. Oh, what? The side of my food? My food, not food. Is there any additional path? Oh, it's here, right? No. Yeah. Gato has to be around here somewhere. Oh, that's Chinako's relief. Her eyes look dead in that relief. We finally arrive at the innermost section of the 12th floor. Shinako is standing statue still in the back of this room. Still no signs of Karna. Shinako has stayed all alone since the 11th floor. If her wish is for death itself, then what could Karna possibly do about it? And heck, could do even less. Shinako's dispassionate voice echoes throughout the labyrinth. It sounded to me like that prank she made once before. Shinako's tone doesn't sound serious either. Just thinking about budging a single inch makes me all the tendons and muscles in my body squeak with a voiceless wail. This is giving me goosebumps. This sensation is what awaited those who are defeating the Holy Grail War.
それが最後の SG 欲しいならあげるっす。でも死ぬっすよ。なるほど。ジナコさんが無理ゲーって言った意味が分かりました。でもこれ無理ゲーどころかとんだ無駄ゲーでしたね。バグだらけです。こんな目に見えた死の壁、回避するに決まっています。通れないにしても突破することもない。ご主人様、何か別の方法を探しましょう。
There's nothing to suspect. This is a trap. I don't think it's likely that Shinako built a wall like this on her own. Bibi probably gave her a hand. I'm sure that Bibi is looking down on us and chuckling on how frightened we are to be at death's door. But if that's the case, then If you won't go or die, then allow me to go. I fucking knew it. Gato is gonna sacrifice and stuff, isn't it?
後ろから失礼千番。いつの間にか追い越しちゃったんですね。でも、
Oops.
この辺りが頃合いよ。ジナコカリギリの続年と呵責。俺がいただく。
Gato, what's going on? This doesn't feel right somehow. I don't see an iota of his usual irksomeness. In his expression is neither anger nor fear. I see enlightenment. And is that pity? In any case, Gato is going for the wall of death. I say, this isn't the time to be showing off. You'll just be throwing your life away. Don't push it. Don't.
So こまで期待されては押さぬわけにはいくまい。粋な応援、誠に感謝する。
No, it's got to like for him to literally defy death and just walk. As he's flipping through the entrance corridors of a casually Sakaya bar, Gato smoothly steps into that domain. Shinako's body snaps stiff with horror. I sense the machinations of the labyrinth ruthlessly unfold. I was unable to even react fast enough against Gato's overly composed determination. No, I had a sliver of a margin to stop him, but a suppressive determination swelled behind Gato.
おっさん、もう止めらんないから、それ。
Oh
あ
no.
んたは分解される。ムーンセルから跡形もなくなる。死ぬんだ。おっさん無駄に体がでかいから、人より処理に時間がかかるかもだけど
Holy。shit, the game got really fucking sad. kind of dark.
おっさんではない。坊さんであると言ったはずだ。ああ、それと一つ言い忘れておった。策がないと言ったな。すまぬが。
Nah, you know, he was gonna sacrifice himself.
死なねばならないと聞いて、小生の出番とピンときてな。実は小生、すでに死んでおったのだ。いや、うすうす感づいていたが、記憶を取り戻してはっきりしたわい。
Got to shoot up as the fourth opponent in this timeline. Oh, I get it. I probably killed him. Oh, how stupid! I didn't realize that. He showed up after the casters. Meaning that in this whatever timeline, this is a sequel. Oh, fiction, whatever bullshit. You can't kill what's already dead. Oh god, are you making a reference to Doom Annihilation? That part with Betrayer, please don't remind me of that film. Seriously, don't fuck that film. Holy shit, I fucking hate that film.
You
know, the moment Gato said he had a plan, after Jinako said, I fucking knew he was gonna die. I just was like, this guy's gonna die. Or at least Gato was laughing. But this is something one can just laugh off. Gato was already dead. He was probably defeated in Neo-Sai's Holy Grail War. To tell the truth, I had a feeling that's how he was. I mean, Gato said himself, my servant went away. His servant wasn't preyed on by BB's black noise. Before Gato was attacked by BB, he had already lost a servant. So basically, after he was defeated in the Holy Grail War, he was plunged into the far side. And so that's why. Within the near side, Gato, his master, was already dead. He's a ghost who can't exist anywhere else besides the far side of the moon. He's nothing more than a dead man's dreams, having been processed by moonslets being defeated in the near side.
やっぱりそうだったのね。
そう悲しむな、良きライバルたち。愚僧は力及ばず、聖杯戦争の4回戦で敗北し、容赦なく塵に帰った。だがその刹那、死は確定したものの、消滅する直前に BB が現れ、小生をこの裏側に引き込んだのだ。この体は元より死人。悲しむことはお門違いだ。死んだガトーがまた笑った。死んでからも役に立った二度おいしいウルトラグドウソウがいたのだと。
I really wish he had stuck on for longer. I really like this guy.
おっさん。うん。おっさんはおかしいっす。なんで笑えるっすか。こんなのいじめっす。
Is this the same game that had me saying, telling Rich he's a capitalist bitch? Wow. What the fuck?
世界戦争で負けて死んだと思ったら生きていて助かったって喜んでいたら現実を突きつけられて、おっさんはもっと怒ったり悲しんだりすべきっす。っていうか本気でわかんない。私を救うとか言ってたけど、おっさんの方が何倍も救われないじゃん。あんなに神様神様言ってずっと信じてきたのに、神様はおっさんを救わない。そんなのおかしいと思わないの？公平だらけじゃない。この世は全部残酷にできている。ハンピーは救われない。負け組は生まれた時から決まってる。死の運命は冗談みたいに落ちてくる。そうよ、何も悪いことをしてないのに私のパパとママは死んじゃった。普通に道を歩いてただけなのに映画みたいにぺしゃんことか笑えない。トラックの事故って何？アイスバーンで滑ったって何？運がなかったって何？才能がない人間には運さえないっていうわけ？文句を言う機会さえ取り上げられてるの？やだ、私はもうやだ。こんなひどい放置プレイ耐えられない。神様はパパとママを見放した。私だって見放した。 じゃあ生きていてもしょうがない。こんな社会どこにも救いはない。ネットの中ぐらいしか平等じゃない。だからしょうがないよね。私は何も悪くない。ネットに引きこもるのは当然だもん。ネットだけが平等の暇つぶし。みんなで仲良く距離を保って、なんとなく仲間な気ができればいいんだ。みんなで妬み合って、憎み合って、ごちそうを分け合って、笑い合って、虚しさも分け合って。それでいい。あとはゆっくり、いつか来る日を待ってるだけでいい。私は脱出なんてしない。私は何も期待しない。私は本当なんて聞きたくもない。だって初めからいなかった。みんなを見守ってくれる神様なんてどこにもいなかったんだから。
Like a broken dam, Jinako pours her heart out. These cries didn't come from being trapped on the far side of the moon. They were pent up inside her since long before, and future time has no answer to her cries. I can't even recall my memories from before the Holy Grail War. I'm probably not qualified to sympathize with Jinako's griefs. If anyone can dispel his darkness, it's one person and one person only. Only Monchigato, now stunned, is standing on the drawn precipice of death, gazing at Jinako with full composure.
参ったのう。それは違う。それは違うのだ。その怒りは全くもっていい。
Oops, oh
良
fuck.
いか、カリギリよ。お主は神様なんていないと言っておったが、それは間違いだ。神はいる。確かにいる。俺は世界を巡って多くの、あまりにも多くの神に触れてきた。土着の神がいた。侵略者の神がいた。営みから生まれた神がいた。営利から生まれた神がいた。恐るべきたたり神もいた。小生好みの肉感的な女神もいた。よくわからない萌え神もいた。まさに千差万別。八百万の概念は日本だけの話ではない。地球規模の話よ。その多種多様さに圧倒されながらも、俺はある事実に気づいた。すべての神にはある共通点があると。お主には言うまでもなかろう。現実世界において、個人を幸福にした神はこの惑星には存在しない。それで、ようやく悟った。この世に神は増します。されど、人を救う神は、ただの一つもいないのだと。なぜだかわかるか。単純なことだ。それは、アバターを彫った者は人間だからだ。人間とは、奪い、殺し、貪り、そして忘れるもの。おお、まさにスーパーニート。嘆かわしきかな。人間とはそもそもニートなのだ。何も悪いことではない。
I like how it went from super serious, and now this. I have. Are you
マジグソ来たこ
a serious dumb monk has a? Oh god, the cast release makes it lights up a bit.
れ。じゃあジナコさんが引きこもっているのも動物として普通なんすか。
そうなのだ。なので衣食住が足りていればうちにこもるのは自明の理。基本人間は怠けるもの、罪深いもの。ゆえに人間は己が悪であることを否定できないがゆえ、自らを罰したくて仕方がない。しかし愚かなるか。人間は人間を罰せられるのだ。何しろ同じ穴の無地なだからな。そこで必要になったものが 神々は人間を救わない。人々の理想によって性格を得た神は、人間の望み通り人間を悪として扱う。神とはこれ、人間への究極の罰なのだ。これが地上を駆け回り、全ての宗教を学んだ小生の結論である。
罰、神様が罰。
Parts of Monshi's Gato's soul which compose him. At best, I expect these physical, visual components to occupy no more than one small portion of his resources. Even that started to clearly fade away. He's being tormented by an unimaginable agony and an unspeakable sense of loss. Despite that, Gato explains Mert with ever more fluidity and increasing volume.
恐ろしい結論だった。俺は怒りに任せ、完全な神を求めた。人間の悪性にまみれていない原始の神聖を探し続けたのだ。その行為そのものが悪であると理解しながらな。まあそれはそれでよい。若気の至りだ。俺の反省などお主にする話ではないな。
Gato suddenly took a breath and looked at the palm of his hand. His fingertips were riddled with holes now, overflowing with noise. One could even tell if he was holding up scissors or paper. Or he doesn't see himself as satisfied. Perhaps.
カリギリよ。己と神を嘆くのは時間の無駄だ。なぜなら、神様はお前を見放したのではない。神は、初めから誰も見てはいない。お前は初めから誰にも見放されてはいない。
じゃあどうして自分だけこんなに苦しいっすか？どうして自分はどこにも行けないっすか？
The sentinel wails, and Gato nods. My left arm is reacting. It's the signal that an SG is materializing. Except, Monshi Gato's armor was shining too, and with a far greater intensity. Gato wasn't bestowed with the 5 meditations technique, but in his arm burns a radius that shouldn't be, and it shines dazzlingly.
どうしてどこにも行けなかったのか。なぜ悪行を犯していなかったのに、お主の人生は苦しかったのか。それは誰のせいでもない。わかるか？それはただ間が悪かっただけなのだ。
何それ、間が悪かった。
そうだ。お前自身の選択も、お前を取り巻く環境も、お前が良しとしてしかし手に入らなかったささやかな未来の夢も、それら全てがたまたまその時だけ噛み合わなかっただけなの。お主の人生はそれだけの話である。
His voice was humble yet bold. Thus spoke Gato. Such is your life, a fickle star. Was his conclusion so cruel and detached? Then how could Gato say those words or things with such moving and warm affirmation? To call someone's life a fickle star, it's as if he were a teacher slapping some glittery sticks on a few homework assignments after the pupils slaved away to finish them.
そんな間に合わせの理屈なんかで済まされる話じゃない。間が悪かっただけなんて、そんなの無意味だし、デタラメだし、それじゃあ人間はやりきれないよ。
Hinako screams again. You can see her heart caving on itself. What's cruel and certain is that the more Chinako senses Gato's nearing death, the brighter the SG shines. This corrupted monk's coercive lecture imparts into Chinako's mind the absolute truth about the meaning and futility of death. Feel likely blinded by now, Gato turns his eyes towards his arm and smiles, satisfied. Or so he looked like to me.
ジナコ、お主も悪い。だが周りも悪い。要は全てが悪かった。人生とはそんなものだ。全てが悪いのだから悲観するのはバカバカしいぞ。
バカはおっさんだよ。私なんかより嘘つきで、私よりもってじゃないか。誰にも理解されてないじゃないか。
悲しいな。悲しいだけだ。それとは別のところに喜びもまたあった。人生とは無意味という意味のせめぎ合いだ。なのでこう思うのだ、ワコード。ただ間が悪かったのだと。全ての物事は大抵それで片がつくぞ。騙されたと思って口にしてみるがいい。気持ち、心が軽くなるからな。
While laughing, Gato abruptly spins around. His face is hardly recognizable. His frail, noise-coated hand reaches towards me, as if beckoning me, as if trying to grab at me.
ご主人様。
A chill jolts through me. This is farewell. The moment I clutched his hand, it spontaneously disintegrated. For the slightest instant, he firmly grips back, enough to hurt. His grip felt like a gnarled sun-baked rock. Delivered to me was Jinako Skyri's final SG.
おっさん、そんなことを言うために、私なんかに伝えるためにここまで来たっていうの。
無論 SG なんぞよくわからぬ。勝手についてきよった。では小生はこれにて入滅。生涯をかけて物心を求めた男が死後さまよってはいられまい。聖者の役に立って消えるのならこれこそ善行。ジナコカリギリのトゲも取れたし、言うことなしである。ま、それはそれとして心の悩みはともか
Oh
く
my god.
体のだらしなさは節操の管轄外。さらばだジナコ、次に会う時までダイエットに勤しんでおれ。目標、成人女性の平均65キロなり。
言ってるもん。それくらいキープしてるもん私。バカバカ。
強がりは焼き豚のもと。その虚言癖だけは生中には治らぬようだのう。
Once Gato disintegrates, laughing until the very end. You know, I kinda wish Gato was just a bit longer, but I'm not gonna lie. That was fucking good. This is a bit more what I was expecting with this game. It's shocking. This is the same game that had you calling Rin a capitalist bitch. This same game does. Wow. I'm mind fucked. I don't know what to say. I'm genuinely speechless. I don't know what the fuck to say. I guess I'll say my usual catchphrase. Alec, you missed out. But you missed out on something genuinely beautiful and tragic. This chapter in general, I think it's the best chapter in the game so far. Fantastic story, really good, unique gameplay. I'm shocked. I am honestly really surprised. He may have accepted this would happen ever since he got his memories back. His strength deserves respect. Once he accepted that he was a dead man, who toiled for his allies until the very end, Monshigato stuck to what he did best. But you got...
本当に死んじゃった。
Marius, Lab, what do you think about this scene?
私が言いたかったのは、みんな最後には死んじゃうってことだけ。殺す気なんて死ねばいいなんて思うわけないじゃん。なのにどうして自分から死んじゃうのよ。そんなの私困る。ひどいよ。おっさんひどすぎる。どうして死んじゃうの。かっこつけて人を本気で感心させて人生観変えちゃって。なのにそれと引き換えに死なれちゃったらどうするの。おっさんを犠牲にしてのうのうと生きているなんてみっともなさすぎる。私今度こそ行き場がない。やだ、もうやだ。こんな惨めな私恥ずかしくって生きてなんかいられない。来ないで、誰も来ないで。私なんかずっと一人ぼっちで引きこもっていればいいんだ。
Gato's words weren't able to save Jinako. No, that made me wrong. If anything, Gato probably saved Jinako too well. He made sure Jinako got the message, and then some. So Jinako can't deal with still being around. The answer Gato showed her was so correct that Jinako, who hates her own weakness so much, couldn't take it anymore.
カウント機構の消失確認しました。状態異常、オールクリア。迷宮第12回は SG を失い、一時。
ラン、あなたのシステムボイスが今ほどありがたいことはありません。冷静さを取り戻すにはいい反応です。いえ、こんな言い方しかできない自分が嫌になりますね。お聞きの通りです。一時こちらに帰還してください。この先は彼女の心の中での戦いです。我々にも心を整理する時間が必要でしょう。
やっと一息つけますね。
I don't know what to say. Gato's death hurt. It hurt. Jinako sued SG. Oh no, it's a save preventing character. Too bad your progress has been lost. But if it's all just going to end someday, that is, I won't do anything. I thought when it ends someday, I want to be smiling. Which is the real me anyway? Which is the real easy mode?
イケてるボイス最高。カエルナさんだってそこだけは高得点なのにさ。知らないっすよ。けど髪を撫でられるのは好きだったかな。年中無休のオール見せる相手がいないので、あえてのセクシーブラック。本当は白だけどね。悪い ?109、87、112。 かふかボディだもん。エンジェル系ショタサーバントとかマジペロペロ。けど私なんかじゃ日本。パパはドイツ人だけどね。
I'll space out for a second there. You see about Gato? I'm sure there's also that. Well, if Darling feels hurt about it or something, maybe she offer some comfort. Just kidding. I'm really sorry, that was uncalled for, but at least he had a well-deserved rest. Just like taking advantage of his death, huh? But you're too kind for that, darling. Knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up having nightmares in your sleep. I mean, not that I allow such a thing. If a cursed god wants some of you, I'll cast him back from whence they came. That aside, I tell you, if I got to think about Karna. I wonder if Karna is envious of Minchigato. Envious of that foolish man who sacrificed himself for Chinako's selfishness like that. I think maybe he's grateful or really regrets that it wasn't him instead. Of course, servants can go throwing their lives away willy-nilly. But if I knew it would definitely say my darling, if we barely understood each other enough to have such conviction, I almost certainly wouldn't hesitate. Yes, I'm aware that you have no desire for that to happen, darling. Still, I started feeling a bit lonely thinking about how Karna was abandoned by his master like that. My ears are a bit red with shame now. Man, I feel fucking terrible. I don't think a single one of the devs in Fate Extra hit me as hard as this. The only one that comes to mind is Shinji because of the bait and switch that he was actually an 8-year-old. That was the only one, I think. But yeah, none of the devs ever hit me as hard. Wow. The game is gonna get a lot more fucked up than this, isn't it? I already sense the trend since the last part of chapter 3. I get the feeling the game is gonna get really fucking sad or dark. Or maybe I'm just misjudging it, it's just this moment, but... Wow. Tomorrow, that barbaric student counts. I feel bad for Karna as well. Another night without sunset or sunrise passes. I recall that after we came back yesterday, Leo told me he wanted to discuss something. I don't know. Gato is dead? Oh, fuck you, Shinji. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Guys. Go fuck yourself, Shinji. Fuck you. Asshole. I hope you fucking die, you piece of shit. Seriously. What the fuck is your problem, Shinji? Can you be a human for 5 fucking seconds? Is it too much to ask for? Thank you. We're all here. Today, before confronting Chinako Karigiri, there's something we need to confirm. Future, do you remember how we were told in a previous briefing that no floors exist in the labyrinth before beyond the 12? Now that he mentions it, I feel like I heard about this. How, according to Sakura's observation, 6 floors were added to the labyrinth after Rani was freed. It's been 6 floors since Rani was free, and now we're at 12. I didn't even realize it, but we've cleared the entire labyrinth. That's not the case, right? Yes, we've done it. You've done it splendidly with exploration up to this point. I was worried that the labyrinth was going to be extended before we reached the 12th floor. The other alter capable of becoming a sentinel showing absolutely no signs of itself. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it didn't make it in time. I don't know what BB intends, but the truth is that there's only 12 floors. Yeah, I don't buy it. The next chapter is gonna be Meld, isn't it? Following the theory Rin and Rennie formulated, I verified it countless times. Everything below 12.4 we explored is completely empty. None of my echo pings have returned. Rin boastfully swells with pride. We are an even match for BB. It feels like Achilles finally caught up to the turtle. It's a turtle after all. And Xeno's arrow has finally hit the target. I suppose we could say that this AI is limited by its reliance on humanity's history, assets from the past. However, that's because BB is sticking to her stance as an AI. A perfect opportunity like this may not come a second time. That's why there's something we need future of the Student Council's General Affairs to do for us. Huh? After confirming that Chinako Kagiri's relief has disappeared, we'll have you continue straight to the labyrinth ends via break. The labyrinth end goes to the near side. Mistos can... I said this before, but if just one person gets back, the Moonsa will detect an anomaly, and BB will delete it. Once we destroy Jinako's wall, BB will likely pressure us with obstacles. Upon success, she'll come at us full force. That's why we'll hit the goal before BB catches on to us. After we beat Chinako and Karna, we'll have to evade a panicked BB and reach the end of the labyrinth by whatever means necessary. I want to sound like a jackass, but BB could hear us at any moment. I'm just saying. That's right, it's the very best plan we have at present. If all BB amounted to was some mere rogue health management AI, then my hand would have been forced like this. But her thought routine prioritizes self-preservation. If I consider that, this is very dangerous indeed. BB's an AI will be deleted if the moon cell finds her. BB knows this. That's why, sooner or later, her priority will switch to eliminating the moon cell, so that she survives. That's way out there. That can't... No, it could happen. BB may more be human-like than even a human, but deep down she's an AI. She performs mechanically, doing whatever she can, as much as she can. Which means, if I'm eventually going to be deleted by the moon cell, they must hijack the moon cell first. It's possible that this is an extremely natural conclusion. That will come to pass. That's right. Once I heard BB prioritizes self-preservation, I thought, this is bad. It doesn't seem like she realizes, but if she just hides out and moves far side of the moon cell will catch her at some point. So before that happens, she'll encroach on the entire moon cell, like the far side. She'll eventually hit on that as an answer. Yes, BB no longer has any of these instructions towards the moon cell. She's capturing masters and taking in servants until her functionality expands. She'll stand up the moon cell soon enough. So listen everyone, before that happens, please stop BB. That's what we intend. Karna will likely be formidable, but he simply is Chinako's guard. Our eyes are on a true hurdle, BB. Keep that in mind when we break down Chinako Karige's wall. Then please defeat BB. So Leo says, not skipping a beat. I intended to advance on him with the best look of defiance I could muster, but the student council president cheerfully ignored it. Hey 23, I'm sure you know this already, but I will remind you just in case. Don't miss anything with your equipment. Don't feel like you need to skimp out on items. Okay? That guy got to win out like that because he was asking for it, you know? I told him so many times, but he just wouldn't listen. But you still have room for improvement, 23. If you're careless and something happens, I won't be able to sleep at night. I give a stiff nod. He smiles. She holds firm like she usually does, but her eyes are somewhat swollen. It looks like she hardly got any rest. Leo stares at Rin, who's planning some things ahead, and running from the side. I thought hard about this, but even in that final place, what's still intact are the workings of her soul. Her conscience. I'll be happy if morning turns into the power to move forward. Well, still. Ultimately, no one here shunned the act of sacrificing the defeat to put themselves ahead. Monshigato himself was the same way. This is just the way it goes. Shinako Karigiri alone is a regular who managed to avoid that leash. I think the reason Gato wanted to help her was because he felt she was naive and lost, but good natured on the inside. But right now she's also falling into a trap and is frightened of us. This is where we find out if Monshigato, the person closest to a most unbecoming of a saint, had his will reached Jinako or not. Of course, I'll never forget my gratitude, or rather, he's the kind of person I have to wish on the Holy Grail to forget about. Wow. Humans really are complex. You can't measure what's within with your theories. If things didn't come to this, never in my life would I have been aware of Gato's human nature. Leo smells vaguely bitterly, then looks around the student council and says, "Do we get contact from the others?" Randy suddenly stands up, then comes over to me.
伝達します。
Kira has answered our request and finished her preparations. Randy, behaving formally, fixes her gaze on me. Future, I also have hope in you. If you ever get forced to make a choice, please don't hesitate to choose yourself above all else. That is my wish.
あなたに星の導きを。
You deserve to lead more than anyone. May Venus, the morning star, guide your way. Now then, please head to Chinago's relief, Future. The student council. Henceforth, the Sukumihara student council launches its fourth action, its last mission. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be the last one. No way in hell. Not with Melt is still around. At last, it's time to return to the near side. It's all right in Future Time's final struggle. Let's prepare immaculately this time, then face off against Jinako. I'd be surprised if... As I move to leave the student council room, Leo approaches the window to address the knight. His words seem concerning and stay in my mind. Unconcerned, the Solar Knight, staring at the orange glazed grounds, answered thus.
Gawain!
Gawain, does it seem like tomorrow morning will be clear skies?
Leo.
Yes, Leo. I think the dark night clouds shall be swept away. As if breaking through, the dark and crimson sunrise eventually turns into blue sky. I'm sure the wind will sweep over the hills, and we will grace the manes of our blanketed racing steeds under the foliage-filtered light. And then we'll be ushered into castle gates of yore, and our long parched throats will be quenched. I'm sure we'll celebrate the king's return, see the manes whirling as flowers do, and love one another as warm friends. This is gonna get really fucked up, I think, at this point. Last mission. Go. Unless we really are going back to the forest, to the near side. I don't think so. I think this is a bait. The game already baited me like 3 times. I don't buy. Oh look. Do you have Lunch's Matrix? Oh, search. In that case, I recommend Garrison for. It's gonna be really sad not to have Gato around.
容赦はいらないわ。私を誰だと思ってるの？容赦はいらない。あなたに星の導きを。
我が誇りにかけて。
Let's go to the library. I'm gonna grind at least 3 or 4. Found it. This is the Mahabharata, which supposedly portrays the scripture of Karna. Since Randy called it sacred, I figured it would be pretty long and complicated, but this is a bit beyond what I imagined. Let's see. This massively thick book is how many volumes? Pardon me, so normal. Since I was too late, please don't look at the communication terminal like a donkey off to his soul. Oh my god. No need to worry. I'll perform a look back at Thank you, Randy. Looking good at those glasses today too. I know.
やっと一息つけますね。
Nice lamp. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grind to... It's just like the idea, given with Passion Leap's final floor, excuse me, Jinako, it's like you have to be 3 levels above. So I want at least 3 levels above. So yeah, level 31 or 32, I should be fine to take on Jinako. Or a specific Karna. I'm gonna go to floor 11 and try to grind on the enemies here. Oh, there's no fucking enemies here? Well, I guess I have to go back and... yeah, I have to grind on stage 3, I guess. Excuse me, the last floor of Jinako's. Shame I don't have anyone here. I don't know if Mario, if you're there, if you'll slap if you're there. I guess that you guys all left. Oh, goddamn. This game. Wow. Just fucking wow. Good. Well, are there any enemies? Oh, there we go. me a second. I'm gonna.
36系逃げるにしかず。英断です。バスタ。楽しくなってきましたね。36系。お宝ゲット。やりましたね、ご主人様。
Trying to find where the fucking wolf is, whatever these things are. Oh yeah, I already got the thing. Oh, I guess I could kill these enemies then. The hopeless. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna go back and... This isn't a very good place to grind. I think I might go to the first floor. The first floor, I think, is way better for grind. Or maybe that part near the end of this floor, there's like those enemies. Maybe that's a good place to grind.
天よ砕け炎天よ走れカチカチですわ炎天よ走れお見事私も耳が受けたの以外はお帰りください
There we go.
私も耳が私のミラクルパワーお覚悟秘密ような氷点よ砕け手引きに待っていただきます
Nah, fuck.
よし待ってもらうぞカチカチですよ秘密ようなお見事私の耳が結構ございますもう少し言っときますもう弱いくせに何をしたしバリバリカチカチですよカチカチですよもうご主人様が大変私のミラクルパワーもう弱いくせになぜ殺したしいっぺ氷点よ砕け氷点よ砕けお見事私の耳がかかった尻尾に毛玉できちゃいました 点よください。よし氷点よください。ご主人様お手がございませんかマスター。
Honestly, this dungeon is harder to it's harder to grind compared to the other ones. I feel like I have to grind on the first floor. Yeah, I think it's a pain in the ass to grind into this one. I'm gonna go back to the first floor. The first floor seems like much easier time to find the enemies. I mean, it's not difficult. It's more I have to go back. It's hard to find the enemies. It's kind of awkward. So yeah, I think I'll go back to the first floor of Hinako's dungeon. gonna try going back here. Yeah, once I'm at level 31, I think that would be it. 31, 32, that should be enough.
一つ凛々しいところを見せてラブ力上昇といきましょう。ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。カチカチですわ。お見事。私も耳が高いですよ。尻尾に毛玉できちゃいました。足取り軽く、衣装も短く。私、いつでもスタイリッシュな女ですので。おまかせよ。何でもどうぞ。手口に待っていただきますか。カチカチですよ。よし、何でもどうぞ。手口に待っていただきますか。もうご主人様ったらイケメン。尻尾に毛玉できちゃいました。もう弱い。なぜ殺したし。カチカチですよ。バカにしてないし。
Oh.
私も耳が高うございます。どうにかなっちゃうものですね。
That was close.
さて一つ凛々しいところを見せてラブ力上昇といきましょう。
No, we don't. Oh, that was a bit overkill, but fuck it.
お揚げ持って出直してきてください。
Alright, level 30. One more level and I should be fine. One or two more levels and that's fine, I think. I'm gonna save here.
魔の焚き火と参りましょう。ちょっとちょっと
Please don't guard.
カチカチですよ。
Think fuck.
秘密よ。うなれ。
There we go.
お見事。私も耳がお手にございませんか、マスター。
What the fuck are you doing there, Caster? She's just stuck there. What happened?
もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。 カチカチですよ。カチカチですよ。響きに待っていただきますか。お見事。私も耳が聞こえなさるお怪我。お揚げ持って出直してきてください。 もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。 バリバリ。カチカチですよ。狂犬よ、砕け。狂犬よ、砕け。 ご主人様イケメン。おい、経験値だけ置いてけってんです。 カチカチですよ。秘密よ、うなれ。狂犬よ、砕け。よし、待ってもらうぞ。秘密よ、うなれ。 お見事。私も耳が聞こえた。尻尾に毛玉できちゃいました。 もう弱いくせになぜ殺したし。バリバリ。 戦よ走れ。カチカチですよ。もうご主人様尻尾のキレはいまいち。それでは大物と参りましょうか。氷剣よ砕け。氷剣よ砕け。もうご主人様お気にございませんかマスター。バリバリ秘術に待っていただけますか。ちょっとおかしかったね。秘密ようなら。カチカチですよ。
Oh, Jesus! 85%, 85 points of health.
秘密ようなら。
Dead.
ご主人様なんたるおけだ。お揚げ持って出直してきてください。
I wish it told you when it's gonna change. When you're gonna get. To be fair, I only have like 3 skills left. I'm guessing one of them is gonna be. I'm trying to remember the skill chat. This is a new one. She didn't have this in extra. I'm guessing one of them is probably gonna be Land of the Bane. I think it was that was sucks. And one is gonna be that passive skill which gives you automatically magic after being anyone, which is one of her best skills. I doubt you're gonna get like I'm not sure, or you're gonna get another one. Because we basically have her core moveset here. The only 2 that are missing are those 2 I mentioned. I hope Land of the Bane gets some fucking change. Land of the Bane sucked so much ass in the first game. That was a Tamamos War skill. Like, what was the point of that skill? You have a lot of Sakura mint. I could probably get some balls of Reishu. How many do I have? Reishu only 3. I'll probably get a couple more. We'll see. I have an elixir, so that's already pretty good. I don't think I will go for another one. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the old school. But yeah, grinding is way less of a hassle. Honestly, I should have in the second floor. I should have gone around killing those enemies. I would have been practically leveled up by that time. Shame that they don't respawn. I thought, oh, I'm gonna grind on them later. Nope, have to kill them there. Men's cotton gloves. Lost Club Osiris, excuse me. That one doesn't sound too bad. At least it's its defense. This one could be really good. This was because this Aurora was being probably one of the best ones. I should probably keep that one in mind. Jesus Christ, you're expensive. Nah, I'm not sure if I'll buy. Have a 21 for fragment. Okay, with health I'm pretty fine. I'm tempted to buy one of these, but nah. Imp spell could be really useful. I should probably keep it in mind. Silver rings, this was really good in extra. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. Tomorrow, I'll finish off this chapter. Thanks for stopping by, guys, if there's anyone around. And see you later, I suppose. I don't know.